Area of composite figures. This is a digital lesson and it is self-checking. So the lesson starts with definition of what a composite figure is and the definition of area. So it explains that to define the area of a composite figure, you have to break it down into simpler shapes and then find the area of each of those shapes and add them together. So here is a composite figure and it's asking the students how they would break this into different pieces. Now there's some different ways you could do that, but here's an example. So on the next slide, it shows them if they just draw lines separating this into 3 different rectangles, then they just find the area of each of the rectangles. Now, to find the dimensions, they've got some of the dimensions, you have to figure out the others. So how would we find the dimensions of the large rectangle? Well, we know that this whole section is 6 units, and this part is 2. So if this is 2 units, this is also going to be 2 units, and that would make this 4. 6 minus 2. So we know this measurement is 4, and because it's a rectangle, the bottom measurement is also 4. Now, to find the side measurement, you've got 6 units here, which is 6 units here, plus 2 would give this one 8 units. And explains that on each of the slides. Once they know the measurements, then they can take the area of each of the 3 sections and add them together. Now, the first one the students are going to have to do looks like this. And if you'll notice that on each of these slides, there's going to be a yellow heart with a letter in it. So students are going to type in the answer here of the total area. And then on the final slide, they have a riddle that they have to solve. And they're going to match their answer with the letter. And that's how they self-check and make sure they have the correct answer on each of these. If they solve the riddle, then all of their answers are correct. So here they're going to break this into 3 different rectangles and take the area of each one, add them together. Next one's a little bit different. They're going to have to do the same thing. They're going to have to figure out what these different measurements are. The next one has a shape with a rectangle and a triangle. So they have to find the area of the rectangle and the area of the triangle, add them together. And it has the formula here, 1/2 the base times the height for the area of the triangle. Here's one that's a little bit different. Then they've got one with a semicircle. So they're given the area for a circle. They have to take just half of that measurement, add it to the area of the rectangle. And then the next one, they have a semicircle and a triangle. And then they have one where they have a circle inside a square. And we want to find the area of just this yellow section here. So they're going to take the area of the square, subtract the area of the circle, and they'll get the area of this section. They're going to do that on the next one with a triangle. So they want to take the area of the square, subtract the area of the triangle. Now, when they get down to this final slide, these should be all of the answers that they have from the previous slide. So they can check these. And it has a riddle, what did the triangle say to the circle? So they're going to go back through the previous slides, find these answers, and they're going to type in the letter that was in the yellow heart. If this is done correctly, it will solve the riddle. So this is a digital lesson, area of composite figures.